So I'm going to jump in. I'm going to read two sections today from Give Me a Call. One right from the beginning, and then from the senior perspective, and then I'm going to jump ahead a little bit and read a bit from the freshman perspective. Hi. Okay, Chapter 1, Friday, May 23rd, senior year. I should just return Brian's watch to Nordstrom and go home. Instead, I'm sitting by the circular fountain in the Stony Brook Mall, staring at the window of the Sunrise Skin Spa. It features a poster of a wrinkle-free woman and the slogan, "Go back in time." Sounds good to me. If I could go back in time, there's lots I'd tell my younger self, including, in 3rd grade, do not let Karen Ferris cut your bangs. Your best friend is no stylist. She's going to accidentally cut them too short and too crooked, and she won't always be your best friend either. In 5th grade, do not put marshmallows in the toaster oven, even though it seems like a really good idea. Toasty, gooey, yummy. No. When they expand, the tip of one of the marshmallows kisses the burner and the toaster catches fire, and your entire family will forever bring up the story about how you almost burnt the house down. Sophomore year, don't leave your retainer in a napkin in the cafeteria unless you want to wade through 3 spaghetti and meatball-filled garbage bins to find it. This December, do not buy the dolly jeans you like in a size 4 because you believe they'll stretch. They will not. May 21st, do not buy him a silver watch for a surprise graduation present because then you will spend senior skip day at the mall returning it. Which brings me to the most important tip about him, Brian. If I could go back in time, the most important thing I would tell myself would be this: never, ever fall for Brian. I would warn 14-year-old me never even to go out with him in the first place. Or even better, the party where we officially met when I was a freshman never would have happened. Okay, the party could have happened, but when he called me later and asked me out, I would have said no. Nice of you to ask, but I'm just not interested. Thanks, but no thanks. Have a nice life. Maybe I'd tell myself to stay home instead and organize my closet. Imagine that, talking to my 14-year-old self. I wish. So that's the end of Chapter 1. Well, not still the end of Chapter 1, but the end of this section that I'm going to read in Chapter 1. And what happens after that is Debbie is standing over this wishing well, holding her cell phone, wanting to listen to the message, the last message that Brian left on her phone, and she accidentally drops it into the fountain. And when she has to jump into the fountain to take it out, when she starts to press numbers, the only number that it can call is her own number when she was 14 years old. So that's how the whole story starts. So I'm going to read another section now, which is from the younger Debbie's perspective. The whole book is written back and forth between the senior Debbie and the freshman Debbie. And at this point in the book, freshman Debbie, 14-year-old Debbie, all she knows is that some crazy person keeps calling her, claiming to be her future self, and forbidding her from going from the big party at Celia's house. Freshman Debbie has no idea who this crazy person is and says, basically goes to the party anyway and spills salsa all over the host's white couch. Obviously it's a white couch. And then she flirts with a cute boy named Brian, who helps her clean it up. So the section I'm going to read is right after the party. So if I find it. Sorry. Thank you, I call to Joelle's dad when he drops me off in front of my house. As I hop up the steps, my cell rings. It's her. Again. Her 8th call. Enough. This has to end now. What? I bark. You went to that party, didn't you? Crazy stalker girl asks. I sit on the porch and lean my head back. Why do you keep calling me? Who are you? Why would you go to the party even though I told you not to? What is wrong with you? You have to listen to me. I know what's best for you. I don't know what to say. I am so freaked out. She lets out a big sigh. I guess there's no use getting upset now. What's done, it's done. It's 11:30, which means he's about to call you. When he asks you out, say no. With my free hand, I rub my temples. She's giving me a major migraine. Can you please stop calling me? No, I have a plan to save us. I shake my head. But who are you? Don't you listen? It's me, you, in the future. I lose it. That's impossible. You are not me in the future. You are not, you are not. I am, and he's going to call you. As soon as you get home from the party, Brian calls and asks you out. First he's going to ask if you got the salsa stain off the couch, and then he's going to ask you to see a movie tomorrow night. She's crazy and needs to be institutionalized immediately. Nobody is calling me. Nobody but you. Brian is going to call you any second. Brian Sanderson doesn't even have my number. He got your number from Joelle, she says. Trust me, you just got home, you're in your room, and Brian is about to call. I remember. I'm not in my room, I said. I'm sitting on my porch. So there. Beep. That's him, she says. See for yourself. This is ridiculous. Brian Sanderson is not calling me. I want you to go away, I tell her. For good. Goodbye. I click over to the other line. Hello? Debbie? Hey, it's Brian. The guy from, he laughs, the couch? Oh my God. My heart races to an inhuman and possibly dangerous speed. Hi. Is it too late? No. Brian Sanderson is calling me. How did crazy stalker girl know? So how'd it go with the salsa? He asks. It worked. Thanks. Thank you. Good. Cool. My lift left early from Celia's, but I got your number from Joelle. I was wondering if you're around tomorrow night. Do you want to see a movie? He got my number from Joelle? He wants to see a movie? Tomorrow? Sure, I say, stunned. Great, he says. Say around 8? Where do you live? Beep! It's her. Of course it's her. On Sheridan, I say. I want to know how she knew, but I also want to keep talking to cute Brian. Beep! I know where that is, near Hedgemounds Park, no? Yep, I'm a 2-minute walk from the park. They have the best wings, he says. I giggle. Unfortunately, it's my awful hee giggle. Beep! Oh my God, she's just going to keep calling until I answer. Anyway, I want to know how she knew. Maybe he told her. Maybe she likes him and she's jealous. Brian, I'm so sorry, but I really have to get this. Can I call you in the morning? Sure. Call me, he says. Night. Night, I say, trying to sound nonchalant, and then click over to my other line. Do you like Brian or something? Is that what this is about? Yes, that must be it. Someone saw me ogling Brian today at baseball, guessed I liked him, and now wants to stop us from going out. I don't like Brian, she says. I mean, I did like Brian, but I don't anymore. We don't anymore. He ruined our lives, but that's not the point. Did you agree to go out with him? As if I'd say no. It's none of your business, I huff. She groans. It most definitely is my business. You're me, I'm you. We're the same person. Don't you get it? That isn't possible. It is. I know everything about you. Your bank code is 1016. I gasp. How did she know my mother's birthday? You squat when you go to the bathroom at school because you're afraid of getting a disease, and sometimes you pee on the floor by accident. That was only once. Twice. 4 times, max. 5 actually, she says. My whole body is tingling. Okay, 5. The reason you skipped the holiday party in 8th grade was not because you had 102 fever like you told your cute but dumb ex-boyfriend Jared, but because you burnt your upper lip trying to bleach it and gave yourself a red mustache. Do you believe me yet? She asks. My head might explode. How can this be? It can't. It just can't. Oh, I know an even worse one. When we were 6, we climbed up our dresser and it fell on us, and Dad came running out of the bathroom when he heard the crash and his pants were down and we saw everything. Ew, I groan, remembering. She giggles. He. That giggle could not be faked. Holy salsa stain, she's me. That's the end of the section.